This is Industry Insights. Hi there, I'm Mike Wixon, and thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All kinds of great interviews with experts across a wide array of topics, always right here. So go ahead and hit the notification button, and every time there's a new interview, you'll be notified. Today, as always, a great interview. Today, we're focused on condo security. How can you take that to a level where everybody feels the freedom and security of being in their own home? Well, Salto Systems has come up with an idea. It's called HomeLok. And to talk about it with us today is Preston Gretzmacher. How's it going, Preston?
Mike, it's going great, man. Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate being here. This is great.
I love this product. It feels like George Jetson would own it. And Preston, you're a younger guy. That was a cartoon when I was a kid about the future. Doesn't matter. But what it does make me think is we've actually used technology in the right way here. Tell me about HomeLok.
Of course. HomeLok is Salto's cloud-based access control system that takes our smart locks and brings it into a software suite that is designed specifically for multifamily buildings, because the way that a condo building operates and the way that the users and the residents that live in their homes use a system is very, very different than, say, what a commercial space would be or a school system. So what we want to do is make sure that we have a platform, HomeLok, tailored to what condos really, really want.
So when a condo takes on this kind of technology, where are they generally speaking when HomeLok is applied, and where do you take them?
Great question. So there's really kind of two ways that condos can move forward with Salto, right? One, they might have a legacy system that they need to replace. That happens all the time, right? Or maybe their developer is really forward thinking and uses Salto HomeLok from the very start. That's the best. But one of the best things about Salto is, in our HomeLok platform, we can scale. We can start small and we can expand to smart locks in every unit, or even just units that want to opt into this experience. We just want to allow residents in the places that they live to be flexible and operate the way they want.
And finally, all of this security and access control operates from the device in your hand. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So residents can be set up in a few different ways. And if allowed, residents can open up their HomeLok mobile app. And they can do things that they want to do. They can tap doors they want to open. Great. That provides a fantastic user experience. But residents, especially ones that own their homes, want to have control about who's allowed in their home. Like, that only makes sense. So within HomeLok, residents can be empowered to invite their friends, their family, their guests as just that, guests. So if I live in, say, unit 502 and I want to invite over my friends, or maybe I have a person that comes in to do some services inside of my unit, I don't need to ask my property manager for help. I don't need to waste their time. I don't need to bill the property for those property manager hours. No. All that I need to do as a resident is open up my HomeLok app, choose who I want to send over a guest pass to, when they're allowed in the building, hit enter, and boom, those guest passes are created and sent over to who I want to send them to. And better yet, the residents don't just have the ability to create guests to allow them into their home or the main entry of the building. Residents can even see when those guests are using their passes, right? So maybe you let your dog walker, you gave them access Wednesdays from noon till 3 p.m. Well, you'd be able to check your HomeLok mobile app to make sure that they actually open up the door when they said they were going to open the door.
That is pretty cool, I have to admit. And of course, we all love Uncle Frank, but we would like his invite to expire at some point on the HomeLok app as well, for example. But this leads to kind of the next question for me. This is cost effective in many ways for me. When you said, you don't have to trouble a property manager in some way, those property managers in the end, in a condo scenario, every hour that you drive into that experience drives the cost up, and that then reflects in condo fees. So this is really, in my mind, a long-term cost-effective move. No?
I think so. Absolutely. I think it's cost-effective for a few different reasons, especially from the property management side. One, there's less work for property managers to do. That's great for everybody. Residents are empowered. Two, Salto HomeLok is completely cloud-based. So the property manager doesn't need to worry about making sure their servers are up and running or updating their Windows computer in a back closet or worrying that somebody will unplug something important. No, that's not the case here. This is a cloud-based platform. It's always up to date. And those property managers, right? Let me preface this. With some systems, property managers might have to drive to the site to make any changes. They might even have a dedicated computer that they only can work on to make changes to that particular site. Within HomeLok, property managers are also empowered like a resident because a property manager can update their system through their phone or through their computer anywhere in the world. This is just one less thing that residents have to worry about. It's one less task associated with property management. It's one less failure point.
It's incredible. Once again, where technology has taken us. And it's so funny. You and I were joking off camera that, that bundle of keys in your pocket and a key fob and a swipe card. I mean, enough is enough. And of course, leave it to Salto to be on the leading edge of removing the keys from our pocket that for so many years we used with Salto systems to stay clear. Those cards have gone into the next level. It seems that Salto's always on the leading edge.
I like to think so. And I also like to think that we provide some flexibility because there's still use cases for lots of things. So whether a resident wants a key fob like this one, okay, great. Maybe a resident wants to use a passcode at their unit door. Who am I to stop them? Maybe they want to use an app to open a door, or maybe even the resident wants to be able to use their resident key in Apple Wallet, tap their phone, the resident key in Apple Wallet pops up and they can activate their door. So within Salto, security and experience can go hand in hand. And that's not a common combination. We're doing our best.
It's very cool. Thank you, Preston, for taking the time to talk to us about it today. Where can people find out a little bit more about this?
Great. Go to saltosystems.ca or salto.us. We're happy to be here for you. We're easy to find.
Preston Gretzmacher, Salto, great to talk to you. And I look forward to doing this again when you guys come up with the next space age technology. I can't imagine what it will be, but this certainly is a good one. HomeLok. Thank you for joining us. This has been Industry Insights. We'll see you next time.